Terrifying relationship, a curse of one night. The temperature suddenly dropped that night. The city lights appeared blurry from afar, and a strange scent filled the air. Mitu and Rahul, deeply in love, had a strong relationship. They had known each other for a long time and had given up everything to be together. But little did they know, their love would turn into a curse. One evening, Rahul took Mitu to his new house. The house was old, silent, and surrounded by neglect. Although it was cheap, Rahul was quite happy with it. Mitu was initially hesitant, but Rahul reassured her that there was nothing to worry about. As the night went on, the dark rooms of the house grew more terrifying. At one point, Mitu looked outside through the window and saw nothing but fog and darkness. It was then that she first felt that something was wrong. However, Rahul tried to calm her down. Later, as they sat together on the sofa, a strange sound reached their ears. At first, Mitu thought it might be the wind or rain, but the sound grew clearer, like someone was walking inside the house. Rahul heard it too, but he laughed and said, "It's nothing. You're probably just scared subconsciously." However, Mitu felt as if something was following her closely. Soon after, an eerie cold filled the room. One by one, the lights went out. In the corner of the room, a shadow emerged on the wall. Inside the shadow, a figure seemed to be visible. Mitu screamed, "Rahul, do you see it?" Rahul, slightly confused, said, "There's nothing there. You're just under a lot of mental stress." But the anxiety on his face didn't escape Mitu's notice. From the fear in his eyes, Rahul realized something was happening. Mitu suddenly closed her eyes, stood up, and started shaking uncontrollably. Rahul rushed toward her, but she suddenly collapsed to the ground and silently fell into the bed. As Rahul tried to catch her, he was stunned to see that Mitu's eyes had turned completely white, and she began speaking, "We are both in their grasp. We are for them." Still suffering, then, a strange sound came from Mitu's mouth, as if someone else was speaking through her. Rahul, terrified, quickly pulled out his phone and dialed for help. But strange symbols started appearing on the phone screen, one by one, spelling out, "Stay here or leave quickly." Rahul realized that this house and their relationship had become a curse. As long as they stayed in this place, their lives would be filled with nothing but danger. As the night deepened, the shadow grew stronger, and Mitu's behavior became more bizarre. Finally, Rahul and Mitu decided to leave. But just as they were preparing to leave, Rahul suddenly saw that the door of the house was completely shut, and a cold voice whispered in his ear, "You cannot leave." Then Rahul understood that the invisible force within their relationship was far stronger than they had imagined. Their love was nothing but a curse, one that would ultimately destroy them. Suddenly, Mitu fell completely unconscious, and as Rahul tried to hold her, his hands were pulled away by an invisible force. He struggled to bring her back, but it was in vain. The house was completely silent. The next morning, the neighbors noticed that the house was entirely shut, with no sound coming from inside, and Rahul and Mitu were nowhere to be found. No one knew where they had gone, but after a while, people started hearing a rumor that on the night they tried to leave the house, they could not let go of each other nor escape. Even today, when passing by that house, some people hear strange noises, two voices screaming, echoing the sorrow of their doomed love.